Hello, my name is Linda Zaddach, and I am the Assistant Dean for Student Services in the Frederick Hessler Student Success Center at the Ilitch School of Business. On behalf of all of us at the Ilitch School, I would like to thank you for joining us from wherever you may be in the world as we celebrate the achievements of our 2020-2021 scholarship recipients and the ongoing generosity of our scholarship donors. At this point, I would like to ask our Dean Robert Forsythe to offer some welcoming remarks and introduce our special speaker. Bob?
Thank you, Linda, and thank you all for joining us as we honor the achievements of some of our most outstanding students and the transformational impact of our scholarship donors. The Ilitch School has always been the beneficiary of very strong financial support. During the recently completed Pivotal Moments campaign, Ilitch School, alumni, and friends contributed more than $64 million to support our scholarships and programs, and to help build our beautiful new home that we all hope to get back to very soon. This year alone, our generous donors made it possible for the Ilitch School to award more than $400,000 in scholarship funds to 125 deserving students. For that, I sincerely thank you. At this time, it is my honor to introduce a proud Ilitch School alumnus who was a scholarship recipient himself in his days as a student. Ian W. Larkin graduated from the Mike Ilitch School of Business with an BA in Business Administration in 2013 and went on to earn his JD from the Wayne State University Law School in 2017. During his time as an undergraduate at the Ilitch School, Ian was a standout on the basketball court as well as in the classroom. He was voted Wayne State's Male Student Athlete of the Year for the 2012-2013 academic year and was inducted into the WSU Athletics Hall of Fame in 2019. Ian would likely be the first to tell you that his 2 Wayne State degrees have served him quite well. He now works as a corporate attorney specializing in mergers and acquisitions at Howard & Howard, a law firm consistently ranked among the best in the nation. Despite his busy schedule, Ian finds the time to stay engaged with his alma mater. He serves on the Ilitch School's Alumni Council, where he helps build connections among his fellow 37,000 Ilitch School alumni and between alumni and students. Earlier this summer, Ian was named the 2020 recipient of the Ilitch School's Emerging Leader Award, which recognizes a more recent graduate who has already distinguished themselves as a rising star in their industry or community and who shows promise for the future. Take it away, Ian.
Thank you, Dean Forsythe, for that kind introduction. Good morning, students, parents, scholarship donors, Mike Ilitch School of Business Administration, staff, and guests. Congratulations, scholarship recipients. I'm excited to speak with you this morning. I hope something that I say will be helpful as you continue your academic journey. I would also like to give a special thanks to your family, friends, and mentors who have helped you along the way. I know all of you are hard workers and go-getters, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here today. My message to you today is stay the course, be consistent. We all face adversity, setbacks, and tough times, but I want to encourage you to always push through to accomplish your goals. It may sound cliche, but overcoming life's challenges will only make you stronger and prepare you for greater tasks in the future. My Wayne State experience started with athletics, and though you all may not be collegiate athletes, I strongly believe values learned through sports translate to being successful in anything that you do. I'd like to briefly share my journey and some characteristics I developed that still help me today. Prior to becoming a Warrior, I earned a full scholarship to another university. I committed after being told I would be a key player on the team. However, school started and the coaching staff that recruited me was replaced. In addition, I had a misdiagnosed injury and surgery that caused me to miss the entire season. At the end of the season, the coach told me he didn't think the team was the place for me and that I should consider other options. At 19 years old, I had never felt such humiliation and thought my dreams of playing collegiately and professionally were over. After getting past heartbreak, embarrassment, and anger, I resolved to never feel like I wasn't good enough or that I didn't belong. That experience raised my competitive spirit and motivated me to do my best in everything, no matter what. I was blessed when Wayne State showed interest and offered me a full athletic scholarship, a second chance. But before the season even started, that misdiagnosed injury struck again. The problem was my left hip and I needed surgery. Disheartening? Yes. But I was so excited to have a fresh start and willing to do what was necessary to get back on the court. After 7.5 hours in surgery, 2 months on crutches, and 5 months of rehab, I was able to compete on the court with my teammates. It was not easy and took many months to get back to my normal playing level. Constant pain, inflammation, early arrivals to practices and games for treatment, and working twice as hard to reach the same level of physical conditioning as my teammates and opponents. As a team, we won our conference tournament championship and advanced to play in the NCAA tournament. A few weeks later, I welcomed the birth of my son. As a 21-year-old, I had to quickly adapt to being a full-time parent. I moved back home to save money to support my son while my family supported us both in so many ways. I had to use my time efficiently to keep my grades up and fulfill my team obligations. There wasn't much time for a social life. Managing parenthood, class, and team schedules was definitely a challenge, but I was determined to stay the course and build a good life for my son. Third season was my best season yet. The team played great, and I was recognized for my performance on the court and in the classroom. Things were finally starting to fall into place until 3 quarters through the season. Injury struck again, but to the opposite hip. The recommendation? Have surgery and stop playing ball, or need hip replacements by the age of 40. I was devastated as I thought my college career and hopes of playing professionally were over. I told my coaches I would finish out the season, then hang it up for good. After the season, I was in a weird place mentally. I wanted to play my senior year, but I didn't want to endure what I had experienced after the first hip surgery. Fortunately, I was able to have a less invasive procedure that only required 1 month of rehab. I was back on the court my senior season, which was more demanding physically and mentally, but also the most rewarding. I was captain again, which challenged me to lead despite my personal struggles. Ultimately, we won the regular season title and earned a berth to the NCAA tournament. Individually, I earned all conference, all regional, and national honors for my athletic and academic performance, in addition to Wayne State Student Athlete of the Year. Off the court, I wanted to direct my efforts towards a challenging career. My research led me to the practice of law. I reached out to the dean of the law school about the possibility of attending. As a result, I was invited to sit in on a few law school classes, and the rest is history. When I think about my undergrad experiences at Wayne State, what I accomplished on the court isn't the first thing that comes to mind. I think about how through faith and tenacity I overcame adversity. I was able to maintain a 3.5 GPA, overcome injuries, be a leader, and perform at a high level on the court, all while being an engaged father. Similarly, all of you face different challenges daily. Many of you are parents, employees, business owners, and spouses with other roles and responsibilities outside of school. I want to remind you, no matter how hectic life gets, stay the course. Even if you have setbacks, stay the course. Remain consistent and diligent because it will pay off in the long run. I didn't go on to play professional basketball, but because I was consistent in my studies and kept my grades up, I was ready for that opportunity to enter law school. I wanted to take a few minutes to share certain characteristics I gained from basketball that have been paramount in my success and that I hope will inspire you as well. Be aggressive when it comes to your success. You can't be laid back or cavalier about your future. No one's going to give you anything. Seek out information, people, and resources on your own. Most importantly, don't be afraid to reach out to those power players or people in positions that you aspire to reach. In 2016, during my second year of law school, I interned at Blue Cross. I did my research and reached out to multiple directors, VPs, and even the CEO, which resulted in a stern talk from my manager as I didn't go through the proper channels to contact the CEO. But aside from the CEO, I met with everyone I contacted, which led to nothing but positive things and connections, some of which are still beneficial today. My experience has shown me that people are generally willing to share knowledge and help you when you take the initiative. Hold yourself accountable for everything you do. Don't make excuses or find ways to blame others for your mistakes. Take the time to figure out where you went wrong, and don't be afraid to seek guidance from others who are more knowledgeable. Use your mistakes as learning opportunities so you are prepared when similar situations arise. Be a team player. My team was and is my family, girlfriend, close friends, mentors, and coworkers. No matter how much of a superstar you are in your studies or profession, true superstars work with others. Classmates, coworkers, employees, and clients. You can always learn from and give to other people on your team. Practice effective communication and learn how to work with different personalities. Trust me, having a good team will make your life less stressful. Start networking and building relationships within your school and organizations now. When you graduate, you will join a community of more than 274,000 Wayne State alumni around the world. The Ilitch School offers many opportunities to stay connected to Wayne State and each other while building your professional and personal networks. Get out of your comfort zone. Discomfort is one of the biggest catalysts for growth. When you are challenged, you are asked to become more than you were. That means gaining new perspectives, acquiring new skills, and pushing boundaries. Take on leadership roles. Volunteer for presentations and speaking engagements. Learn to be comfortable with discomfort. It's one of the most important skills you can acquire. If you can do this, you can pretty much master anything. Lastly, give back. In addition to invaluable life lessons, I was blessed to receive a full athletic scholarship and a $25,000 a year scholarship for law school. As a result, I received a competitive education and my financial burden was decreased. I felt it was important to start giving back after graduation. Through monetary donations and through the gift of time support to Wayne State, through multiple athletic committees, mentorship programs, and through the Ilitch School of Business Alumni Council. I want to encourage all of you to pay it forward, even if your efforts seem small at first. The more you give to others, the more you will want to continue. By doing so, you help create opportunities for others, just as opportunities have been created for you today. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you. Congratulations again on your achievements and your scholarship awards. I wish you all the best.
Thank you for those inspirational words, Ian. Before I recognize our scholarship recipients, I would like to join Dean Forsythe in extending my personal and heartfelt thanks to our generous scholarship donors. Your contributions are significant, and they are changing the lives of our students. I would also like to thank one other group of individuals without whom this day would not be possible: the parents and family members who have supported these exceptional students throughout their lives. Whether you're watching alongside your student today or circumstances have kept you physically apart, you are greatly appreciated. Without further delay, I would like to introduce to you our 2020-2021 Ilitch School of Business Scholarship recipients. John and Ethel Anthony Endowed Scholarship, Chanda Stewart. Gary and Kathryn Armstrong Endowed Scholarship. Jalen Fields, Simeon Peeve, Sage Reinhardt. Celine Sabick, Gladys Santiago. Richard H. Austin Accounting Scholarship. Excellence, Ebony Markham. Leadership Merit, John Guevara. Maxine Baughman Endowed Scholarship, Gracie Carnes. Stanton P. Bachnick Memorial Scholarship, Seilu Benegu. Marianne Brandt Endowed Scholarship, Harini Patel. Lawrence and Carlin Braun Endowed Scholarship, Shane Daniels, James Stanley. Lawrence and Marcia Brown Annual Scholarship, Jacob Jagu. Theodore Buckwick Endowed Scholarship, Muma Ferdasi. Budco Endowed Scholarship, Internship Program for Marketing and Management Students, Vanessa Balderas. Robert Cook Bushnell Endowed Scholarship, Julia Andre. Rebecca Joy Butler Memorial Endowed Scholarship, Vinay Saleh. Helen M. Butts Endowed Scholarship, Bala Maki. Compass Group Limited Paul and Barbara Shemansky Scholarship, Sally Bader, Adriana Walk. Conley Family Endowed Scholarship, Amina Chowdhury, Ashfolk Hoke. Nancy Christian Cox Endowed Scholarship, Shazida Akhter, Mazadu Hoke, Felicia Jones, Kiana Matim, Basil Ramain, Gabrielle Tremp, Lisa Verbic, Umberto Valero. Delta Sigma Pi Gamma Theta Endowed Scholarship, Dylan West. Jack Demmer Ford Incorporated Endowed Scholarship, Luke Smith. DT Energy Foundation Endowed Scholarship, Ebony Markham. Larry A. and Ann Edwards Endowed Scholarship, Chanda Stewart. Marie Farrell Donaldson Endowed Scholarship, Shavante Ross. Sydney and Jewel Fields Endowed Scholarship, Jessica Argu. Financial Executives International Award, undergraduate student Vishnami Shivakula, graduate student Adam Woznicki. Sam and Leonard Fink Memorial Scholarship, Mitchell Shabbat. Ford Motor Company Scholarship, Haley Doyle, Kayla McCoy. Arjana Raman, Devin Weatherspoon. Irvin H. Frank Memorial Award, Luke Smith. Raymond Jenick Endowed Scholarship, Nabiha Rohan. Mary Kay and Paul A. Glantz Family Endowed Scholarship, Angelo Kishmis. Charles and Kathryn Hagler Endowed Scholarship in Public Relations, Paige Emil, Sylvester Anthony, Maria Hertrich, Asia Yandon. Jack A. and Bessie I. Ham Endowed Scholarship, Randa Asabi, Jacob Jagu. Denise D. Hammond Scholarship, Gracie Cairns. David Handleman Endowed Scholarship, Ahmad El-Harki. Lisa Higgins-Hussman Foundation Annual Scholarship, Alexander Good, Mahbub Jahid. T. Norris and Vivalor Hitchman Endowed Scholarship, Andrea Affleck, Hesman Al-Hadi, Nicole Id, Alexis Kovich, Robert Mitchell, Janae Murad, Brian Puente, Kendall Schramm, Jay Solana, Andrea Tompkins. George R. Husband Scholarship, Famid Hamid. Marjorie and Maxwell Josby Foundation Endowed Scholarship, Melinda Yang. Austin and Harriet Cantor Endowed Scholarship, Thomas Brad, Jacqueline Daly, Jordan Littensberger, Andrew McLean. Mildred at Charles K. Endowed Scholarship, Justin Neal. Wilfred Kean Memorial Scholarship, Kali Bates, Nosen Deichman, Leo Laband, Marian Sanders, Andrea Steckel, Eleanor Walker. Jack Kuzminski Memorial Endowed Scholarship, Nicholas Bauer, David Nasser, Victoria Perez, Kamal Warda. E. David McDonald Endowed Scholarship, Stephen Mosrich. Dr. Ferdinand Mauser Endowed Scholarship, Harini Patel. Mauser Harmony with Nature Foundation Scholarship, Harold S. Wilcox. Meritor Incorporated Endowed Scholarship and Annual Scholarship, Kevin Jakovich, Mal Nashi, Alexander Phillips. Mike Ilitch School of Business Alumni Association Endowed Scholarship, Mary Consiglio. Mike Ilitch School of Business Alumni Association Endowed Scholarship for Emerging Leaders, Mumtaz Begum, Shakanur Chowdhury, Imani Kefakik, Rajana Raman, Nada Saif. Mike Ilitch School of Business Faculty and Staff Annual Scholarship, Ashley Christian, Keely Cremando, Garrett Culver. Abis Jabber, Carson McKinley, Radha Patel, Angela Pincham, Zanib Zaf, Joshua Smith, Michael Valerio, Joe Wright. Bruce E. Mulliken Scholarship, Cora Hager. Robert H. Naftley Endowed Scholarship, Mark McAdams. Marie L. Nash Memorial Scholarship, Kate Wallace. Randy Paschke Endowed Scholarship in Accounting, Claire Zagoda. Plant Moran PLLC Annual Scholarship, Selu Bengu. Byron Oliver Pond III Annual Scholarship, Christopher Garrett, Sophie Gerhardt. Margaret J. Pond Endowed Scholarship for MBA student, Mohanad Abed, Samantha Berry. Bruce and Rosalie Rosen Endowed Scholarship, Jalen Fields. Robert L. Ryan Endowed Scholarship, Kayla McCoy. Charles and Sandra Schultz Endowed Scholarship, Casey Saluski, Abigail Sexton. Jenna Stafford. Isa Ritu Mohan Vijay Kumar. Alex and Zena Seraphin Endowed Scholarship, Bridget Mew. Sarah Rustacroft, Eugene and Minion Kraft Family Endowed Scholarship, Celine Clark, Raymond Thomas. Matthew J. and Mona M. Simoncini Endowed Scholarship, Brianna Thompson, Devin Witherspoon. Slocum Foundation Scholarship, Alec Milanowski. Mr. and Mrs. Rudolph Stepien Endowed Scholarship, Famid Hamed. David A. Stulberg Endowed Scholarship, Mitchell Chabat, Janae Lodwick. Brian A. Sturtz Annual Scholarship Fund, Remy Sachs. Team L. Long Endowed Scholarship in Business, Bailey Watts. Ranjan and Susan Talang Endowed Scholarship, Claire Zagoda. UHY Advisors Michigan Annual Scholarship, Anna Elliott. Hada Soden. William H. Volz Endowed Scholarship, Nisreen Faraj, Saeed Hussein. James L. and Marguerite A. Way Endowed Scholarship, May Hartzig. Louise C. Wisman Endowed Memorial Scholarship, Loren Gordy. Thomas A. Zatina Endowed Scholarship, Ian Hay. Scholarships directly help our students experience the bright future that comes with a Wayne State business degree. We are grateful for all of the generous donors who have established and supported Ilitch School of Business scholarships, including those listed here that will be awarded at a later date. Herbert G. and Dolores A. Amthor Annual Scholarship in Accounting. Automotive Industry Action Group, AIAG Annual Scholarship. Beta Alpha Psi Endowed Scholarship. D. Michael and Patricia Brady Annual Scholarship. Rebecca Joy Butler Study Abroad Endowed Scholarship. Delta Sigma Pi Scholarship Key. Charles E. Dover Endowed Scholarship. William L. and Lori Hurls Annual Scholarship. Lear Corporation Climbing the Ladder Annual Scholarship. Mike Ilitch School of Business Scholarship. Motor City Endowed Scholarship. Price Waterhouse Coopers LLP Scholarship. this concludes our program. Before we go, I'd like to thank our Ilitch School of Business scholarship donors and congratulate our 2020-2021 scholarship recipients one more time. Thank you. Stay safe and healthy.